Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to our April newsletter. You would have noticed over the last couple of months that I've been joined by different staff members, not only to help me highlight some of the awarenesses during the month, but also to for them to talk a bit more about what they do at the healthcare service and for you to get to know them a bit better. This month I'm joined by Michelle Selton. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you, Sabine.
She's our nurse unit manager, and later Amanda will also talk about some of the healthcare events for this month as well. Welcome again, Michelle. Thank you very much for joining me for this month. Lots of people in the community would know you. You've been with the healthcare service for quite a while, but just for those that don't, do you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, I guess I've been with the healthcare community here for about 30 years. I come after I finished my training at Deakin. I've played on the ward or worked on the ward, and then I've been trained up in theatre and managed the theatre for a period of time, and then I became a shared role with the nurse unit as a nurse unit manager, and that's what I currently do now, share the role with Margaret Allen from Warrnambool, and we manage the ward with a great nursing team that we've got.
Yeah, and we have got a great nursing team, haven't we? And and we're just very lucky to have this wonderful healthcare service here in this small town with a lot of different services. Can you tell us a little bit more? Like we've got acute and aged care services. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yep. So we're lucky enough to be one of 8 multi-purpose services in Victoria, and we have 4 aged care beds, and we have 3 respite beds, which we'll talk about later.
Yep.
And then we have the other beds we can flex to what the community needs. So if we have acute people that need to come in, they will come in. If we have people that need more respite, they can come in, and so on. So we're lucky that the remaining beds have some flexibility. Our 4 permanent beds are in high demand, our aged care beds, and they do not have a very quick turnover, so that's good for our aged care residents here. Anyone that would like to have a bed there could, or is interested in bed, could come and look at it any time, make an appointment, and we could show you around and pop your name on the waiting list. Yeah,
because it is lovely for people that have lived here for that long to actually not have to go to any other place than Timboon, where their family still is. They can have regular visits and all that, isn't it? So that's very important, isn't it?
It's very nice that we can offer our community that opportunity to stay where they've lived their whole life.
That's very important. And you mentioned respite care, and I guess palliative care as well.
Yep.
We do here at the hospital as well. Can you tell a bit more about respite and what that kind of entails? And
so we have 3 respite beds, but if someone needed emergency respite, then we could, and we had beds available, we could still book that in. The process is if anyone that's needs respite, so it's about giving carers a break. Because caring 24/7 is a really hard job. So we have people come from a long distance or really close. The process would be that you would ring up a front desk, say you're interested in booking into a respite bed. You would then go to the complex care coordinator, Fiona Hannell. She would discuss the details around what time period you wanted. We'd book you in. She would send out the carer some paperwork so we know all about the needs of your loved one, so that we can provide the care that they would get equivalent to what they would get in their home.
Which is very important. And it can vary from maybe 3 days, but also for a couple of weeks.
Yes. So it could be for, some people want to go off overseas on a trip, some people just want to do, and so that could be 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep.
Some people that come and want to try just for a short period of time because their loved one's never been in care before. They might put them in for 2 or 3 days and then rebook again.
Yep.
We have a whole group that book in regularly just to give, so people have a regular break and have something to look forward to, and they can plan going away and outings around those break periods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And then for palliative care,
Yep.
I guess, is the other thing. So I think we have a great cohort of doctors and nursing staff that have a really good knowledge around palliative care, and we can offer a really personalised, patient-centred journey for a person that's dying. So everyone wants to do dying different, but we have ability because we're small and we can be flexible. We've had people that have wanted to have lots of people in their room and lots of loved ones around, or have their pet visit regularly.
I remember that. Yeah.
And we could offer that person that opportunity. So his dog come in regularly, and his family gathered around, and there would have been about 20 of them in the room during his passing, and that's just what he wanted. We just have the flexibility to do that because we're smaller and we've got a team that's really interested in doing that.
Yeah, it was very special. It's very special to see that.
Yeah.
And I guess being, like you say, a smaller healthcare service with a great team of nursing with, I guess, a good ratio as well.
Yeah.
It's that TLC that we offer, don't we? That little bit of extra that other hospitals might not really be able to.
I think that that's why we're a multi-purpose. It gives us flexibility to do that, and that's where we probably sit in healthcare, whereas other places they just offer a different service. Like, we don't have high acuity patients as such because their best care would be at a big place.
Yep.
But for us, we can, we can provide good palliative care and respite and recovery, like step down from your post-surgery and recovery. And we have a great allied health team that can provide post-hip recovery and post-surgical recovery, and we can build you up to going home. So we're kind of the gap in between.
Yep. No, that's good. And because the clinic is only across the road, we've got some wonderful GPs that we work very closely together with, don't we?
We do have a wonderful some new and some old, 2 and 2.
Yeah.
So 2 new doctors and 2 older doctors, and they're a great team that work really well with the nursing team, and nothing's been too much trouble for them really. So they'll take time out. If we don't know, we'll find out. If it's not the right place, and for you in that moment, we will find the right place for you to go. We have a great medical team and nursing team and allied health team. I think we're really lucky with all those things.
Yeah, it's kind of a whole package in one, isn't it?
It is.
Which is good. Anything else that you would like to say maybe to people with regards to our services, or the wonderful ward and the nurses that we have here?
Yep. I think just if you have a concern or you think that we might be able to help you, please reach out, because there'll be always some way we can help or find the right place for you to get help. Yeah, I think that's what I'd like to say.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Michelle, for explaining a bit more about, what our ward is like here at TDHS.
Yep.
Thank you. And I now hand over to Amanda to highlight some of the health awareness events during April.
Thanks, Sabine. April is Parkinson's Awareness Month. Parkinson's is a progressive neurological condition that can affect anyone. It's the second most common neurological condition, and latest research estimates indicate that more than 100,000 Australians are living with Parkinson's. Parkinson's is a complex condition with a wide variety of symptoms. Symptoms start to appear when the brain can't make enough dopamine to control proper movement. The three main and commonly recognised symptoms are tremor, slowness of movement and rigidity. There are many other symptoms and researchers are working hard to understand how these all interact. The average age of diagnosis is 65 years, but younger people are also diagnosed with Parkinson's, and this is called young onset Parkinson's. There are lots of different treatments, therapies and supports available to help manage the condition. Information provided on the Parkinson's Australia website, you can see below, can help you navigate your journey, and there's also the Young Onset Parkinson's Exchange. There's an app and a website. It's important to remember to discuss any issues or concerns you have about your condition with the doctors and other health professionals who support and care for you. April also sees World Liver Day. It's on the 19th of April. It generates awareness on how important the liver is to our very survival. Did you know? Your liver is your largest internal organ, performing up to 500 functions to keep us healthy. More than 6 million Australians are or have been affected by liver disease, and more than 7,000 Australians die each year from chronic liver disease. Our board chair, Frank Carlis, who features in our autumn quarterly, which is out now, speaks about his powerful journey with Hep C and how a donor liver saved his life. For more information, you can visit the Liver Well website, also see below, and contact Liverline with the phone number. You can also make an appointment with one of our GPs at Timburn Clinic by calling 555 86088. Well, winter is upon us, the seasons are changing. So during the pandemic, there was a lot less flu cases around, and this was mainly due to wearing masks, 1.5 metre distance rule, and of course hand hygiene. Now that these restrictions have been eased, the expectation is that more flu will be around. So it is recommended to get your flu vaccination and be protected this winter. We will communicate when and where you can obtain your annual flu vaccination as soon as they become available. As we are enjoying more freedom and social interactions with our loved ones, we are also seeing more COVID-19 cases within our community. Whilst 2 doses of the vaccine provide very good protection, especially against severe disease, a booster dose will make sure the protection from the first 2 doses is even stronger and lasts for longer, and should help prevent spread of the virus, especially going into winter as the cold weather can make it easier for viruses to infect our bodies. A booster dose increases your protection against infection with the virus, severe disease, and also dying with COVID-19. You can book a booster dose if it has been 3 months or longer since your second dose of COVID-19 vaccine. If you have tested positive for COVID-19, you can have your next dose of the vaccine once you have fully recovered, that is, no symptoms, or you can choose to defer the dose for up to 4 months after your infection. Booster doses are free for everyone, and you can book an appointment for a booster vaccination again by calling Timburn Clinic on 555 86088. Also, the recent sad news of some celebrities passing away due to heart attacks emphasises the importance of men's health and regular checkups. If you are 45 and over, or 30 years and over, if you're an Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander descent, you can book your heart health check today. You can contact the Timburn Clinic on 555 86088 to book in for an appointment and get your numbers, boys. It's no time like the present. Thanks, Sabine.
Thank you, Amanda, for highlighting these healthcare events, some of the healthcare events in April. Now, I just want to the pandemic has been tough on all of us, but I think one positive thing that's come out of is that we remember what we have and to be kind to each other. There is Paid Forward Day is on the 28th of April, which is just a little reminder. We hope that we do an act of kindness every day, but imagine that, 1 million people do an act of kindness every day. That's a lot of people that we can make happy and put a smile on their face. So kindness goes a long way. So paid forward days on the 28th of April. And thank you very much for joining me and Michelle for this month's blog. And please look out for each other and also yourself, and stay safe and stay kind. Thank you. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.